Shalom, Yasharallah. I'd like to begin by saying I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash, with my worship. Double honors to my elder apostles, the great millstone who taught me this word in sincerity and in truth, and who grew well. Salutations be to the hopeful elect throughout the world who are pushing this word to the very end and who are staying faithful. May the Lord grant you salvation. And also, salutations be to the great cloud of witnesses of Yasharallah who are paying attention, listening, believing, okay, in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and waiting on his salvation. Salutations be unto you and yours. May the Lord grant you and your household salvation from the evil day. So I'm going to begin a new series here with the book of Habakkuk. However you'd like to say it, you know, I like to say Habakkuk. You know, sometimes we say Habakkuk. Habakkuk has 3 chapters, and I'm beginning at the chapter 1, verse 1. All right, as I always say, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you'll be notified of the recent videos that I put up. So that the YouTube algorithm that helps in in pushing this word. You know, the YouTube algorithm. You know, the way it works. It helps push this word even further. You know. All right. So this is the book of Habakkuk, the first chapter and the first verse, beginning at the first verse.
The burden which Habakkuk the prophet did see. O Lord, how long shall I cry, and thou wilt not hear? Even cry out unto thee of violence, and thou wilt not save. Why dost thou shew me iniquity, and cause me to behold?
Yeah, now remember, all these prophets lived like at the same time. And I believe Habakkuk also lived during this time. They were part of the captivity of the kingdom of Judah that was taken to Babylon, and then the Babylonians got conquered by the Medo-Persian Empire. So let's just look up exactly what time period did Habakkuk live.
Here's a summary from Wikipedia. Habakkuk was a prophet whose oracles and prayer are recorded in the book of Habakkuk, the 8th of the collected 12 minor prophets in the Hebrew Bible.
So it reads, Habakkuk, who was active around 612 BC. See, around that area, that time, you know. You know, you got 612, all the, prophets living from, all these prophets were living contemporary, you know. 612, 520. Around that BC, meaning 612 years before Yahweh Shai came on the scene. Okay, and it says Habakkuk, who was active around 612 BC, was a prophet whose oracles and prayer are recorded in the book of Habakkuk.
Why dost thou shew me iniquity, and cause me to behold grievance? For spoiling and violence are before me, and there are that raise up strife and contention. Therefore the law is slack, and judgment doth never go forth, for the wicked doth compass about the righteous, therefore wrong judgment proceedeth. Behold ye among the heathen, and regard, and wonder marvelously, for I will work a work in your days, which ye will not believe, though it be told you. For, lo, I raise up.
Right, he said, behold ye among the heathen, and regard, and wonder marvelously, for I will work a work in your days, which ye will not believe, though it be told you. And that was talking about, and it said ye among the heathens, talking about the Israelites that are among the nations, because we were scattered. All right, that's what that's talking about. So the Israelite foreigners, man, to this day, Israel is everywhere, man, scattered everywhere. That's why this word is spread throughout the whole entire globe right now. Why? So that Israel could come back. The elect could come back, man. And this is happening as we now speak, you know? So that's the wonder, that's the mystery, right? Who are the Israelites? Who are the lost tribes of the nation of Israel? Well, the sifting has begun. It's the brothers and the sisters who are coming back and believing that they are, you know, Hebrew Israelites. They believe in the word that's being taught, and that's how you know. All right, and then you could pick up, you know, their spirit, you know, the spirits of Israelites, man. You could tell an Israelite from a heathen, you know, by the way they sing, by the way they dance, by the way their whole culture is. You know, we are the salt of the earth, like Yahushua said. So our people, Israel, we got flavor. The heathens don't, man. The heathens don't. Point blank, end of story. So Habakkuk 6:12. So he definitely was living during the time when the Babylonians came in and carried off the kingdom of Judah to Babylon.
For, lo, I raise up the Chaldeans, that bitter and hasty nation, which shall march through the breadth of the land, to possess the dwelling places that are not theirs. They are terrible and dreadful. Their judgment... Right,
so at this point, pretty much the Babylonians had not come in just yet to take over Israel. You know, but they were about to. It was around that time period. All right, so Habakkuk lived in Israel, the land of Israel, approximately 612 BC, right before the Babylonians came in to take Israel, to take Jerusalem, to take the kingdom of Judah down. All right.
They are terrible and dreadful. Their judgment and their dignity shall proceed of themselves. Their horses also are swifter than the leopards, and are more fierce than the evening wolves, and their horsemen shall spread themselves, and their horsemen shall come from far. They shall fly as the eagle that hasteth to eat. They shall come all for violence. Their faces shall sup up as the east wind, and they shall gather.
Yeah, now, he's speaking about, you know, Nebuchadnezzar and the Babylonians coming, you know, to bring destruction to Israel, man. You know? And why? Because it was the Most High who raised Nebuchadnezzar up and the Babylonians up, man, to come against Israel, because Israel went wicked, man. They didn't follow the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Father. So he raised up these powerful nations, strong nations, man, to come against us, to destroy us, man, and lead us into captivity.
They shall come all for violence, their faces shall sup up as the east wind, and they shall gather the captivity as the sand, and they shall scoff at the kings, and the princes shall be a scorn unto them. They shall deride every stronghold, for they shall heap dust, and take it. Then shall his mind change, and he shall pass over, and offend, imputing this his power unto his God. Art thou not from everlasting, O Lord my God, mine Holy One? We shall not die. O Lord, thou hast...
Yeah, so pretty much Habakkuk pleading and praying to the Lord, not to, you know what I'm saying? You know, to have mercy, you know? And not to destroy Israel, man, altogether. So yeah, I'm gonna stop it there. Part 1, Habakkuk chapter 1, verse 12. We're gonna pick up at verse 12 in part 2. All right, shalom.